Think technical skills alone are enough to succeed in finance? Think again. Take a closer look at nearly any financial analyst job posting. Alongside Excel and financial modeling, you'll find skills like communication, independent work, and time management just as prominently. Because in the real world, it's not just about what you know, it's about how you think, how you work, and how well you connect with others. In this video, we'll break down the 5 soft skills that top finance employees are actively looking for, the ones that can help you stand out, move up, and lead more effectively. And stick around until the end because we'll not only reveal a bonus mindset that can shift the way you approach your career, we'll also share practical tips on how to actually build these skills, starting today. Let's get started. Skill 1, communication. In finance, numbers matter, but if you can't explain what they mean, they lose their value. As a financial analyst, you'll constantly present insights, respond to emails, and discuss reports with people from different departments, many of whom don't speak finance. That's why strong communication is essential. You need to be able to translate complex data into simple, actionable language. Whether it's delivering a presentation to senior leadership or writing a summary of a budget variance, your ability to communicate builds trust and drives decisions. Because in finance, excellent analysis means nothing if no one understands it. Skill number 2, analytical thinking. Being good with numbers is one thing, but being able to ask the right questions, spot patterns, and connect the dots, that's analytical thinking. In finance, it's not enough to report what happened. You need to figure out why it happened. What changed? What's driving the results? What's likely to happen next? Analytical thinking is what helps you turn data into insight, and insight into action. It's the difference between saying revenue dropped 8% and saying revenue dropped because customer retention fell in our core segment. Employees don't just want someone who can fill out a spreadsheet. They want someone who can think critically, challenge assumptions, and find meaning in the numbers. It's how you bring value to every report, model, and meeting. Skill number 3, time management. Finance runs on deadlines, monthly closes, quarterly reports, and board meetings. As an analyst, you'll often need to juggle multiple tasks at once, reporting, ad hoc analysis, and last-minute data requests. That's why time management is essential. It's not just about working hard. It's about working smart, knowing how to prioritize, break down tasks into manageable steps, and avoid getting buried under emails and spreadsheets. Great analysts don't wait until the last minute. They build buffers, communicate delays promptly, and always have a plan B. When you manage your time well, you're not just more productive, you're more reliable. And in finance, reliability builds trust. Skill 4, attention to detail. In finance, even the slightest mistake can have significant consequences. A misplaced decimal, a wrong formula, or a copy-paste error can throw off an entire report and damage your credibility. That's why attention to detail isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a must. Whether you're reconciling accounts, reviewing a forecast, or finalizing a presentation, being thorough shows that you take your work seriously. It shows that others can trust your numbers, and it's not just about catching errors. It's about consistency, formatting, and making sure your work is clean, accurate, and ready for decision-making. Because in finance, the details aren't just details. They're the foundation of everything. Skill 5, teamwork. Finance doesn't happen in a vacuum. As an analyst, you'll work with people from across the company: sales, marketing, operations, HR. You'll need to listen, ask questions, explain financial concepts, and sometimes push back without creating friction. Strong teamwork involves knowing how to collaborate, share information, and support others while still fulfilling your responsibilities. It's about being dependable, respectful, and easy to work with under pressure. The best finance professionals don't just work with data, they work with people. And that ability to connect and contribute to a team is what sets you apart. Before we wrap up, here's a bonus skill that can quietly set you apart at any stage of your career. It's more than a line on a resume or a technical certification. It's a mindset. The best finance professionals all share one thing: a way of thinking rooted in leadership. You don't need a management title to be a leader. In finance, leadership often manifests in smaller ways, taking ownership of your work, speaking up with a new idea, or helping a teammate meet a tight deadline. A leadership mindset means thinking beyond your task list. It's about understanding the bigger picture, being proactive, and taking initiative without waiting to be asked. It also means showing confidence, staying calm under pressure, and being someone others trust when it counts. The truth is that employers notice when someone steps up to the plate. So even if you're just starting out, act like a leader, and the opportunities will follow. So there you have it, 5 essential soft skills every finance professional should master. They may not appear in a spreadsheet, but they shape how your work is received, how your ideas are heard, and how far your career can advance. And the best part? These aren't fixed traits. They're skills you can actually build. Here's how. Want to improve communication? Try summarizing your financial reports in just 3 bullet points before every meeting. To sharpen your analytical thinking, challenge yourself to explain why the numbers changed, not just what changed. For effective time management, block deep work hours on your calendar and break large tasks into smaller, deadline-driven milestones. Build attention to detail by reviewing your reports with fresh eyes and using a checklist before hitting send. And if you wish to become a better teammate, start by asking other departments how finance can support their goals. These small actions, performed consistently, will have a significant impact. So, which soft skill are you focusing on next? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and check out our technical skills video next. It's the perfect companion to this one. Thanks for watching, and keep building.